What's up, guys? This is Paul, aka the Bunta. I'm going to be talking about these headsets. These are the SteelSeries Arctis 5. Now, the layout. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is, well, the first thing that I have to talk about because it's 2018 is the fact that we have RGB. We have an RGB rig. Well, oh yeah, that's another feature though. There's a light that comes on when you mute, so when you turn on the mute switch, so it lets you know that you're mute, in case you want to talk shit about someone. Now, there also are some other features that make no sense, like the audio sharing port, but the rest is pretty useful. It's pretty much the same, pretty much what every other headset has, which is an audio port. Well, this one is different though. This one uses USB Mini B. No, USB Mini A. USB Mini A is the one that the SteelSeries Arctis line decided to use. I don't know why SteelSeries decided to go with this, but I guess it's a good idea. But I see it as a potential for many failures. So, moving on to the second thing that I want to talk about. The second thing that I want to talk about is the Velcro strap ski goggle material at the top here. This material is really nice. It's really nice when when you just put on the headset, because you don't have to keep adjusting it to find that nice sweet spot. And then someone else comes and tries to use your headset, and then, well, they have a smaller head than yours, and you're gonna have to readjust it again. It's annoying. But that's not a big issue. The issue that I find with this ski goggle material is, like, for certain heads, I don't think it'll work that well. Like really small heads, I don't think it'll work that well. Now, moving on to another point that I wanted to talk about is how comfortable. The other point that I was going to talk about on these headsets is how comfortable they are. These headsets are really comfortable when it comes to the earmuffs, but the inner part is really not that great, because you can actually feel the driver. It's right there. Like, you can feel everything on the inside. On the outside though, it's a breathable material. It's really nice to use. It's just proper. Like, it's not amazingly soft. It's soft. It's not really breathable to the point where you can hear everything on the outside. No, it's not like that, but you can still isolate sound and it still breathes just enough. I live in a very hot country, so it does help quite a bit. But like I said, the drawback is the material on the inner part of the headset. Moving on to the other point that I wanted to talk about, these headsets have a very wide soundstage because they're gaming headsets. Other headsets wouldn't have that wide gaming feel, or the feeling of space while you're playing, like more space. It feels like you're in a spacious environment when you're wearing these. These headsets are really good for that, and they have surround sound, but provided that you use a USB connection. There's a USB connection which allows it to give it these RGB lights. But overall, the way the headset sounds is really good. The mids are really crisp and clear. The highs are well balanced, and the bass is really tight. It has a really tight bass response. Now, that coming from a headset is actually not bad. Many people don't actually know that this headset was based off another headset from the SteelSeries Arctis line, and that headset had really good drivers. But now they came out with another version called the SteelSeries Arctis Pro, which is even better because it has high res. For the people who don't know, high res is some headsets don't reach a certain kilohertz range, and those headsets reach those kilohertz ranges. This is a very vague explanation of it, but you can research on that. can research on that. I'm not going to talk about that, but either way, these are really good headsets. Now, moving to my next point, which is going to be price. These headsets are a bit pricey, in my opinion, because you'd have gotten the same thing with the Arctis 3. The only thing that you don't get with the Arctis 3 is surround sound, which is provided by the USB, and it doesn't have the USB, but you still have the console to mobile connector cable. Like I said, and it also still uses mini 8. But are they worth it? Yes, they are worth it. They are worth every penny that I spent on these. I enjoy these headsets quite a bit. I use them for every gaming thing that I do. I'm always playing games with these specific headsets. I love these headsets. That's why I got them in white, so that they can match my controller and my Xbox. My Xbox is also white. Now, what I would recommend most people to do is go with the Corsair HS50. They are $50 and they are like half the price of these. Literally, they are half the price of these, and they have a wider sound stage but no RGB. They don't have USB connection and they don't have surround sound. But that doesn't matter. If you're just looking for a good gaming headset, then go with the HS50. Not to mention that the mic is actually better on the HS50. Like, I don't have them on hand, but the mic is crisp. It really is. I would, if I'm to be honest, I'd recommend this to my friends. I'd recommend this to you. If you really need the USB connection. I need the USB connection because of the surround sound. The surround sound, I wouldn't say it's really good, but I'd say it helps me quite a bit. When you're playing games like Rainbow Six Siege, by the way, that I'm going to talk about that in another video. It's really good. Now, catch me in the next video when I'm going to talk about Rainbow Six Siege.